and thanks for joining me. I have an unboxing of what I got from Craftstash. This was their Halloween treat bag, which I'll have to double check if it's still available for purchase, but if it is, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. And this order took a while getting to me, so when I opened it, I was actually surprised to see these items because I was like, I didn't order that, but then I realized I ordered a treat bag, and that's what all of these are. So I'm gonna start off with this, which is kind of amazing. This is from Apple Blossom. It is part of their A Year in Flowers, and this is their autumn paper pad, and it's A4 in size, and you get 12 designs, and you'll have three of each design, and it does tell us that this is 180 GSM, and so it's a pretty good layering weight. I would say maybe that's you can look up exactly what 180 GSM converts to, but I kind of feel like it's around 80 or 60 pound cover weight. And really smooth paper. This is really nice. So I feel like you could, if you wanted, like stamp and color over this. But this sort of more faded print here would be really great for a card insert, if you wanted to use it that way. And then we get this, which has nice border elements, nice sentiment. And then this panel, it looks a little bit strange, but I think you're meant to kind of cut it in four. And then you would get some different patterns of this flower. So you'd have this one, which has, if you orient your card this way, this would have a nice border of flowers along this edge. This would have some flowers along your bottom edge, and then these would have nice little corner designs. So lots of different beautifully printed, really nice smooth papers too. And then so this design is kind of in half this way, but you could split this down the center this way and then use that half as one background and then this half as another background. So gorgeous papers. I won't flip through everything, but I think they all kind of follow that pattern, with just like your different flowers. So gorgeous, really nice. So A4 paper pad, 36 sheets total. And then we get so remember, this is Halloween, so this is from Sassy Crafting, and it is the Trick or Treat detailed die. So that's a really big spider. Spider, a bat, and skull and crossbones from Sassy Crafting. And then another die set from Sassy Crafting as well. This says Trick or Treat outline dies. So I'm guessing that there's a stamp set that this goes to, and the stamp set is not included in this treat bag. So I feel like that's a bit of a miss. Like, I don't know why they would give us coordinating dies to a stamp set that they are not including in the treat bag, because this is pretty much useless. Although, like, this sort of rectangular shape might be a nice little, just a shape, like a nice little banner or badge die. But otherwise, I don't have the stamp set that this coordinates with. So if somebody does have the stamp set and would like the coordinating dies, drop me a comment, because maybe I'll just pop this in the mail for you, because I'm not gonna use it. I don't have the stamp set to go with it. Then this is, when I saw this, I thought, oh my gosh, that's amazing, because I love paper discovery. And so we get a stencil and a really nice die set. So the stencil is 5x7 in size, and it's Bountiful Harvest. And you get, so what's cool about this is there are, let me open it and then put it behind something to make it a little bit more visible. But what's cool is you get the a stencil to do kind of the solid portion, and then a detailed portion to get kind of the veining of your leaves. So, for example, you could go in with a lighter color to get the solid fill of this, is that maple leaf? I think maple, right? And then overlay this one onto there, and then ink through this portion of the stencil with a darker shade of whatever color you used here, just to give it some more depth and some more detail. And so you've got that same kind of pairing with 3 different leaf shapes. So that's pretty cool. This would be really nice. And then you could either kind of stencil through this and then fussy cut it out and have elements that you can use, or just use this to build up a background, which I think would be kind of neat as well. So Paper Discovery stencil, and then this is super cute. So this is the Bountiful Harvest Die Set. There are 14 dies that come in here, and I haven't looked at it or played with it yet, but it looks like you can build up your pumpkins, but you even have the faces to turn those pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns. And then there's like these little mice that you've got here too. So you've got one that's, front facing, a side profile, and then this is like a top down view. So that's unique. I've never seen that kind of orientation for a little critter. But let's just look, because the sizing on the packaging is always smaller than the dies themselves. Yeah, look how big that is. That's a nice size. So that's this pumpkin right here. So you can see how big that is. And let me just measure it. So it is 2 1/4 at the widest, and all the way about 2 1/2 tall, all the way to the curly bit there. So you've got, and it kind of looks like there's some kind of debossed detailing in there. Yeah, you got all these different shapes for your pumpkins. Look how many different pumpkins you can create. All of the mice look like they're on one connected die plate, but they'll cut out 3 different mice. But you can see here, they're not itty bitty like you see them on the packaging. They're a nice size. Really cute. And then you've got some stems, foliage. You've got this die that has 2 mushrooms. This one die has 2 mushrooms together, and then this will die cut out a separate mushroom. Okay, so then there are your pumpkins. There's some foliage and your mice. So we've got quite a few pumpkins here. And then there's 2 faces, jack-o'-lantern faces, and I don't think they'll fit on all of your pumpkins. I mean, they're a little bit interchangeable. It looks like they'll mostly fit on just these 3. I think you can get that to fit. That will fit, that will fit. Oh, this one will work too. I don't think this face will work on this one. So you'll have to play with it a little bit, but some of these smaller pumpkins and this tall skinny one here, which looks more like a squash really, they may not all support the little jack-o'-lantern face, but that's an amazing die set. So really happy with that, because especially since this doesn't have to be Halloween. Like, if you use the jack-o'-lantern faces, then certainly I think it would be you could take it into the Halloween theme. But I think otherwise they're just fantastic for fall themed cards, Thanksgiving cards, or just general landscape die cuts here to build out a scene, because some of the foliage is just very general purpose, so you can use it for anything really. So yeah, this is a fantastic die set. Really, really happy with this. I'm always happy with paper discovery dies. They're awesome, and so I'll probably put this on a magnetic sheet when I go to store it again later. But that's what I got from the Halloween treat bag. I don't know for a fact that all of the treat bags are the same or not, but if you were curious, I will look it up when I post this video as to whether or not the treat bags are still available. I think for a long time, they've been 50% off. So I can't remember off the top of my head what I paid for it, but I just remember it being 50% off. So I got the stencil, the die set, 2 other dies, and then this large A4 size paper pad. So that's what came in my treat bag. Really happy with it. Again, if you have the stamp set that goes with this and you would like the coordinating dies, drop me a line. If you're willing to pay for shipping, you know, I'll ship this out to you. So so just let me know if that is something that you're interested in. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.